sharing is Durga online ani DURGASOFT online untadi kada dani chestunnani ever lift cheyaledu. ఏమంటారు?
హలో,
నేను ఇంకో DURGASOFT ఆన్లైన్ ఉంటుంది దానికి కాల్ చేశాను. ఎప్పటి చేసే నెంబర్కి కాల్ చేశాను నేను. ముస్కాన్ లిఫ్ట్ చేస్తా కాల్ ఎప్పుడు. ఇప్పుడు వచ్చింది మీరు చెప్పిన తర్వాత వచ్చింది. ఓకే. Guys, can you hear me now?
yes sir.
Okay. To launch a Windows Server 2022. And to set up IIS and to ensure whether IIS is working, and apart from that, to increase the size of the Windows 2022 server. So can you please mute? So if you want to ask something, you can unmute and you can ask me, because it is recorded session, right? Don't mind.
So what actually the IIS actually?
Did you attend yesterday?
Yes, I was there.
IIS is just like an app server for
Okay.
.NET.
Okay, understood.
Like Tomcat is app server for Java applications. WebLogic is app server for Java applications. IIS is app server for .NET applications.
Okay, understood.
ASP.NET. I'm writing this app server for ASP.NET applications. IIS stands for Internet Information Services. So our next step is to add a hard disk. Okay, these are the necessary steps. These are the things that we are going to do today in today's session. Okay, after that, tomorrow we are going to see how you can launch Red Hat and Ubuntu servers. Because these are very much important and interesting options. Okay, so without this, these are the fundamental operations. So in DevOps course, that means when we start DevOps course, these are the fundamental tasks. So many times we have to set up Windows 2022 server, okay, Ubuntu server, and Red Hat server. Many times we have to set up. So without knowing this directly, we cannot jump to DevOps. So that is why. So it is necessary to set up all these servers, okay, in Azure admin sessions. So here select virtual machines. Click on create. So I don't have any resource group. So I am creating a resource group called WinRG. WinRG. Virtual machine name is Windows VM. Okay, let it be in East US region. Image. Okay, so image I am selecting as Windows Server 2022 data center. Okay, this is very advanced version. Okay, so for Windows 2022, so this small machine is not enough because Windows is a huge operating system. Again, this is a server version. It is not desktop version. So select minimum B2S. B2S means it will have 2 CPUs and 4 GB RAM. And what is the username? Username is I am giving as Azure user. Password, it is your choice. You can give any password. Right. Now, here we have to open RDP protocol, RDP port number, because RDP stands for Remote Desktop Protocol. Okay, from my laptop, I want to connect to Windows 2022 that is running, okay, in Azure cloud. So for that, you need to open RDP 338089 port number. This is a default port number that you have to open. Apart from this, I am also opening 22 port number. Of course, 22 port number is not required. 80 port number is required because we have to test IAS server. IAS server will be running on 80 port number. So you have to open 80 also. 3389 for, okay, connecting to your remote Windows server. This is for checking whether your IAS is working or not. Okay, because IAS will run on 80 port number. And 3389, this is RDP protocol. Okay, so which is helpful to connect to remote desktop, remote servers in the Azure cloud. Okay, unless you open this 3389 from my laptop, I am not able to open. I am not able to log in into Windows 2220 server that is running in Azure cloud. Got it?
Yes.
Here I am selecting HDD because if you select SSD, these are very expensive. Unless there is a specific strong region, there is don't select SSD. So you have to use your $200 in a efficient way.
HDD
Yes?
means?
Huh?
HDD means? SSD means?
Hard disk drive. SSD means solid state drive. Solid state drive. So these are the two types of hard disks. Nowadays, when you purchase a laptop, are they giving HDD hard disks or SSD hard disks? Can you tell me?
SSD hard disk right now.
Then you tell me what is the difference between SSD and HDD? Which are old and which are latest? And which are costly and which are cheap?
Sir, SSD is a good one, sir. Like
yeah, SSD is very expensive.
yeah, less and it uses very less power and it has
yes,
SSD is kind of pen drive.
Exactly. So just
it can store more data when compared to HDD.
Exactly. Okay. So here recently I purchased a laptop. Okay, I brought it from USA. Okay, so within 5 seconds, my system will be up. Just imagine, only 5 seconds. Earlier, when I used to use HDD, okay, so it used to take minimum 1 minute. Where 1 minute, where 5 seconds. There is a lot of difference, right? Because in the olden days, the people were using HDD. Now,
Yes.
Completely the HDD concept has gone. Every person is using SSD only. SSD are very fast, very powerful. Okay, So they are very much good in response. Have you understood? Just have compared. So when I used to use my old laptop, that is 3 months back. Okay. So to start my system, it might take 2 to 3 minutes. Recently, I purchased this laptop, which is very high configured. I brought it from USA. Okay, it is 12th generation i7. Okay, 32 GB RAM, 2 TB SSD. Within 5 seconds, only 5 seconds. 5 seconds, it is booting up. Now you calculate the speed. Is it very much faster? Or only are you observing any difference? Just for my practical, I am observing.
Yeah, I understood.
Only 5 seconds. Only 5 seconds. Within 5 seconds, my system is ready. In the olden days, when I used to use my old laptops 3-4 months back, okay, it has taken 2 minutes. 2 to 3 minutes. See how much speed it is.
The new, we have like some region like that, correct? The latest one is going on.
New? What is that?
Something region.
Resume means?
The like SSD, I think we have some hard, like a hard disk. Like.
No, it is the processor. Just like Intel, it is the AMD processor.
Okay, okay, understood.
Yeah, that is processor. You are speaking about processor. I am speaking about hard disk. Resin, you are speaking about processor, right?
Yeah,
You are
yeah,
speaking
correct.
about hard disk. I am speaking about my hard disk.
Yeah, it's processor.
So to be frank, presently I'm using this system. This system is not there in India. Okay, in India, this is not launched so far.
Sir,
Because we
yesterday
wanted
you
to.
told resource group and resource.
Yes.
Is there any difference, sir? Resource group, but we are mentioned only resource group today.
Resource group is a collection of resources, right? Just look at
Okay.
that hierarchy.
Yeah,
This
okay, okay, sir.
is a collection of
Resources means that
resources.
includes everything, machine and network and everything.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah,
yes,
okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes. You are right. Okay, resource group is a collection of resources. Resource can be anything like virtual machine, storage, networking, hard disk. Okay, every resource that we are going to create, that is a part of your resource group. Am I clear?
Yes, sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It will take time, 2 minutes of time at least, because it is a huge operating system, right? Okay, it takes more than 2 minutes because Windows is a huge operating system when we compare to Linux.
Shiva, one question here. So if during the deployment, if some power cut issue and something has happened, means it means the deployment will work under the
Power cut is
backend or
happening
not?
in your system, not in Azure data center, right?
Yeah, understood.
Okay, it is deploying in Azure data center, not in your laptop.
Correct.
Right. Now, just so you are seeing this public IP address. So here, this is my public IP address. Here we are seeing public IP address. So the public IP address of this server is 20.84.122.104. Just copy this and go to your start menu, MSTSC. So this is a command to connect to remote Windows servers. Here, just paste it. Just paste your IP address. Click on connect. It will ask you your username and password. What is the username I have given?
Azure user only.
Yes. Okay. Again, same problem. Right. Now it is connecting. Now the system is being provisioning. So it has to set up many things like networking, storage, everything it has to set up. The system has to initialize.
Yes.
Okay, this is my Windows 2022 server desktop.
Yes.
Now it is asking whether this machine can be accessible from internet. Say yes. Now within minutes, server manager will be started. From there, we have to set up IAS server. Now select local server. In the local server, you have to make a small setting here. So you are seeing this IE enhanced security configuration. Just click on this. Select this off. Because if you don't turn it off, okay, you are not able to interact with internet. Okay, unnecessary complications. Say every time it is going to ask whether you want to install this one or that one. It might be leading to some virus. That kind of issues might come. Okay, to stop that kind of notifications. So initially, we have to set this. Just refresh it. It will be turned off. Now close this server manager. Otherwise, you do one thing. So here in the dashboard, you are seeing this option, right? Add roles and features. So I am setting up for IAS server. Just click on this, add roles and features. Here, next. Next. Here you just scroll down. Here you are going to see this option, right? Web server IAS here. Just select this option. Okay, click on add features. Next. Nothing more than that. Just go on, click next. Install. This is a server. Okay, if you want to set up this IAS in a desktop system, there is another way. Okay, in DevOps classes, I will show. So one easiest way, one simple command is there. Okay, with that simple command, okay, so entire IAS will be set up. It is a very easiest task. That means when you are dealing with servers, okay, this is the way how you can enable IAS, how you can set up IAS. But when you are dealing with desktop versions like Windows 10 or 11, there is one simple PowerShell command. With that, your IAS will be enabled. That we are going to discuss in DevOps classes. So generally, in the reality, they don't use desktop versions. Everybody is using server versions only. Because server is having one application that can be accessed, okay, by everyone on the internet. That is why in the production also, okay, so they don't use desktop versions. Every company is using server versions only, not desktop versions. So just for practice purpose, if you want to go with the desktop version, that also I will show, okay, because server charges more, right, when compared to desktop versions. Okay, installation succeeded on Windows. Close it. Now to take the reflections, you have to restart the server. So to restart it, go to the start menu. And in power, select restart. Let us wait for 2 minutes because internally it has to read. Even if you start immediately, that will not be started. Now let us see. I will connect once again. Go to this remote desktop dialog box. Click on connect. Once you have restarted, okay, you have to reconnect it. Now it is telling that successfully restarted virtual machine. Now once again connect. Right. Now here, if you want to minimize this VM, you are seeing three icons, right? One is minimize. This is restore. Last one is close. It is minimize, it is restore, and it is close. Now I'm minimizing this. So just take public IP address of this virtual machine and just check whether IIS is working or not. Is IIS working?
Yes, sir.
Can you check from your machine? Just check it from your system. I have pinged in the chat window. I given public IP address.
Yeah, it's working for.
Is working? Is,
Yes,
is
sir.
anyone testing?
Yes, sir, it's working.
Yes, yes, it's working.
Now,
Yes, sir, working.
so once your server is set up, how to deploy a .NET application, that is a part of DevOps. There we are going to learn. So this is the basic thing that you have to learn. How to launch Windows 2022 and how to set up IAS. Okay. So from so once we start DevOps classes, we are going to discuss how to deploy .NET applications. Okay, in an automated way. That means that we are going to discuss as a part of release pipeline. Now, so my virtual machine is ready. Suppose there is a requirement like this. Just imagine. Here, this is my Azure cloud. Let me take one icon. VM depot. Just imagine this is my Windows 2022 server. Here I have some application running. Okay, IAS is installed here, right? Some e-commerce application is running. Like Amazon shopping website, Flipkart. Okay. Now, this is my laptop. From my laptop, this can be your laptop. Okay. It can be your mobile or it can be your desktop, whatever it may be. From this system, I want to access this application. Some application is running over here. Okay, so now its capacity is just we have seen, right? Two virtual CPUs, and something like 4 GB RAM. I did not see correctly. 4 GB RAM. So here, so just for our imagination, this machine can handle, okay, 200 user requests. So here e-commerce application is launched. Okay, generally in USA, in the month of December
Hello?
or January. Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I want to know that this e-commerce application is launched on Azure portal.
Azure.
Hello. This e-commerce application is deployed on Azure portal site.
Windows Server, I think so.
Windows Server. Windows
Server.
Server can contain any software, right? Okay.
Yes, we have been installed now. So with that.
Oh, okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, we have installed e-commerce application. Okay, just we are imagining that. Okay, this is a reality actually. Okay, in our system we have IAS server, but in the reality, just imagine that this is running one e-commerce software. Okay, so you know that, right? So e-commerce application like Amazon shopping website, Flipkart, these are all e-commerce applications, right? Will you agree that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Now, everyone knows that the month of December or January, they will have beautiful offers. Okay, now to grab the offers, so across world, okay, many people will be trying to grab this offer. I think a few days ago, e-commerce people have announced how many members I have remembered, I don't know. Pen drive for 1 rupee. Have you remembered?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big Billion Day 2016, sir. I have
Big
taken.
Billion,
I have
2016
taken.
means 7 years back, right?
Yeah, sir. I have got it, sir, for 1 rupee. Not for 1 rupee, 3 rupees I got it. That
3
charge.
rupees.
Yeah.
Yeah, sir. Like that, just imagine some, they have announced some offers. Okay, to grab the offers, some thousands of members are connected to this application. Is it correct or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We were not able to access the, it was very slow. That's it. It was very slow, sir, that day.
Yeah. So here, just imagine that the capacity of this server is only 200 users. But worldwide, just imagine 1,000 users are connected. For 1,000 users, one single machine is enough? Not right? But how to handle this 1,000 users? To handle this 1,000 users, we have two choices here. What are the two choices? One is either increase the size of an existing VM. This is one choice. This is nothing but what? Vertical scaling. Okay, simply I can go and increase size here. In Azure portal, on the left side, you are seeing size option here. Just click on this size. Now see, presently, okay, we have which one? This one.
B2S.
B2S. Yes.
Yeah.
So I want to upgrade it. So if I take this one, B4MS, okay, it is having 4 CPUs and 16 GB RAM. So it is better than B2MS. But the problem is, okay, so when I increase the size, what happens here? VM and the application running inside VM also stopped. Just have a look, practical, I will show it. Before MS I am selecting, resize. It is resizing now. So while it is resizing, I cannot access the application because system will be restarted. Are you seeing your desktop connection has ended?
Yeah.
Now, while it is doing this task, will my end user able to access this application? No, right?
Not at all.
So this is the biggest drawback of vertical scaling. But how to avoid this problem? To avoid this problem, okay, there is a solution. So what is that solution? The solution is something like you have to add one more machine like this. You have to add one more machine. So if each machine can handle 200 user requests, now to handle 1,000 user requests, how many systems are required? Simple calculation, right?
5.
5 systems are required. What happened? It's not moving properly. Here like this. This is nothing but what? Horizontal scaling. Horizontal scaling. So for horizontal scaling to implement, just we are going to write a condition. What is that condition we are going to write? Whenever CPU load is more than 75, okay, add 1 VM. And whenever CPU load is lesser than 25%, means when the users are coming to normal, only 50 users are there. For 50 users, there is no need of managing 5 servers, right? So because if I manage 5 servers, charges are more. Okay, in that case, what I need to do? Remove 1 VM. This is nothing but what? Horizontal scaling.
So, sure. So we need to we need to perform these things.
No,
or
automatically that is going to be done. All we need to do is just we need to specify a condition. Okay. Whenever CPU percentage is more than 75, add 1 machine. Okay. Whenever it is lesser than 25, remove 1 virtual machine. Just condition we are going to specify within fraction of seconds based on your workload, based on load on the CPU, automatically, dynamically. Okay. Machines are increased or decreased. Okay. If you are doing it manually, again, there is no need of this concept, right?
Yeah.
So this is nothing but virtual machine scale set. Virtual machine scale set. This we are going to learn almost ending part of compute. This is very interesting. Virtual machine scale set. And one more thing, one more interesting thing here. And directly no user will connect to virtual machine. So in between, what happens? We are going to configure a load balancer. I'm taking load balancer icon. Here. Where it has gone. Here, we are going to attach this load balancer. My system is slow today.
Is it the different system or the same system?
Which one? Actually, it is a network issue. Today I have some slow network.
Okay.
Which different system?
No, actually that one you have purchased. So
Yeah, so that system or same system.
okay.
It is not system problem. Okay, here we are going to configure load balancer here. Now every request that is coming from user will be forwarded through load balancer. So load balancer is going to, guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so whatever load that is coming from user, okay, every user that is forwarded through load balancer. Load balancer is going to forward the request to the least loaded server. So it is going to distribute load across virtual machines. So since we have 5 virtual machines, suppose first one is having something like 80% load, and second one is having 90%, third one is having 10% only, and next one is having 95%, and this one is having suppose 5%. To which virtual machine it is going to forward the request?
So then
10%.
load balancer will handle this scenario, correct?
Yes, internally it is going to handle. So it is not,
Yeah.
we are not going to handle this situation. Okay,
Yeah.
it is a job of load balancer. Only load balancer knows which machines are active, which machines are live, which machines are not working. Completely that is known to load balancer only. But directly our request will not be forwarded to these servers, because here we have 5 servers. To which server you are going to forward the request? Suppose this is IP1 and this is same application is running, right? This is IP2. Suppose here this is IP3 and this is IP4. Okay, IP5. Now can you tell me to which server I have to forward the request? We have 5 addresses, right? 5 servers. I don't know which server is healthy, which server is not healthy. So only load balancer knows which server is healthy, which server is not healthy. Okay, it is going to check health condition of each and every server. Okay, every 30 seconds. That depends on predefined algorithm. Okay, so this complete concept we are going to discuss in virtual machine scale set and load balancer. Once we finish all VM management at the end of this, at the end of the compute, okay, we are going to discuss this virtual machine scale set, how to implement it practically, that we are going to see.
Okay.
You need this diagram? Shall I save it or shall I discard?
Yeah, you can save it.
Right. This is how you can increase size of the virtual machine. Suppose
One more thing, Shiva. So load balancer will also decide if we don't require the VM like virtual machine 1, 2, 3. Okay, so they will like remove from this list, or it will be manually we need to like remove as a horizontal. It will be removed.
Manually means
Means load balancer will define whether we need to put the like effort and all. Okay, so
no, load
critically-
balancer will not remove anything. Load balancer will not add anything. Okay, virtual machine scale set once we configure, okay, and once we define the condition, based on our condition, automatically machines might be added or removed. Load balancer will not add any machines and will not delete any machines. Okay, that is done automatically. Load balancer responsibility is to forward the user request, okay, to the least loaded servers. That is the responsibility of load balancer. Load balancer will not create, will not destroy any virtual machines.
Okay, understood. Thank you.
So load balancer only will be responsible for the smooth processing.
Which process?
A smooth processing, like it's a normal way.
I didn't get. Can you come again?
Smooth processing in a normal way, like it will divide the load into 2 or 3 parts.
Yeah, it will divide the load it will divide the load across across servers.
Yes.
Now, here suppose here this is a disk section. See, you are seeing disk section, right? So generally, when you create a virtual machine, okay. So here in case of Windows operating system, Windows Server, so there are 2 types of hard disks that are created. Okay, when we launch a VM, 2 hard disks are created automatically. Not created, attached. Automatically. So what are they? Just go to your virtual machine. Is not open.
Sir, while we are creating this Windows VM, right, there are 2 port numbers are created, right? Where do we have used those port numbers?
How you are seeing internet IAS server? Are you able to see IAS from your machine?
Yeah, I'm able to see.
That is so since I opened the 80 port number, we are able to access that application. Just to try it, close it, and you are not able to access that application.
Sir,
Okay.
both ports are required, like RDP and HTTP, both are required.
RDP means that is a remote desktop. So since that is open from my laptop, I am able to connect to remote server.
Okay, HTTP is to connect for IIS, right?
HTTP is a different protocol. That is for different scenario. RDP means it is a
Remote
specific
desktop
protocol to connect to Windows virtual machines. SSH is that is a protocol to connect to Linux servers.
Linux, yeah, it is used for Linux. Okay.
Now here if you go to this Explorer, File Explorer, just let me open File Explorer here. File Explorer, not Internet Explorer. Now still it is loading. Okay, let us wait. File Explorer. So in the File Explorer, just to hit on this disk PC, you are seeing 2 hard disks. Are you seeing that, right? C and D. D is completely temporary. Okay. So whatever operating system is there, that is completely stored in C. So it is also called as OS disk. This is a temporary disk. Okay. So if you store 10 files here, and when you restart it, the 10 files will not be there, because this is completely temporary disk. Whatever data that you are storing in this disk will be completely temporary. And if you want to store something permanently, you have to add one more disk. Okay. So how to add a new disk? Let us see. So to add a new disk, go to disks. And you are seeing this option, right? Create and attach a new disk. I am giving something like data disk. So select whatever you want. The size, I am giving something like 4, not 4. I am giving 10. See, suppose I say I give 10, 2. Are you seeing the value must be in between 4 and 32,767? That means minimum must be 4. Okay. So less than 4 size you cannot add. And once you are giving this one, just click on size, save. Now you must be able to see 2 hard disks. Totally 3. One is OS disk, another one is a temporary disk, other one is a data disk. Updated virtual machine. Okay. Go to your virtual machine. Okay. Here go to disk manager section. Disk management. Just in the start option. Disk management. Disk MG empty. Just a minute. Disk MG empty. Okay. Select create and format hard disk partitions. Say okay. And just scroll down a little bit. Are you seeing here 3.9 GB is unallocated?
Yes, sir.
Just right click here. New simple value. Select new simple value. This is to format. Generally, when you purchase a new drive, new hard disk, we are going to format it, right? Okay, it will format. Select next. Here you can choose a drive name. Okay, so already C drive, D drive is occupied, right? So you can specify. Okay, here drive name also. So by default, it is going to give you E drive. Back. Here see, here you can attach any drive here. I am giving something like G drive. Okay, next. The default file system in name is NTFS only. Finish. Are you seeing G is visible here?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
This is how you can add a new hard disk. Okay. So today, did we complete all the activities that we have shown here? We have created server, we have set up IAS, and we have ensured, we have verified IAS is working. We have increased size, and we have added a new disk. So tomorrow we are going to work on Linux virtual machine, that is Red Hat. Either Red Hat or Ubuntu.
Ubuntu.
And guys, once after completion of your work, don't forget to remove, because Windows servers are very expensive. Select WinRG, delete resource group. Delete it. Yeah, any questions, any doubts? Tomorrow we continue at same time. Might be tomorrow link changed. Okay. So tomorrow we will see package management on Linux. Yesterday we have seen package management on Windows, right? Okay, on virtual machine also same thing we can do. You can open PowerShell and you can install Chaco. You can install other softwares like we did yesterday. So it can be virtual machine or your local Windows machine. Okay, the process will be same.
So can you access through private IP?
Mm-hmm.
Can you access through private IP?
What is the need of accessing private IP? Can you tell me one use case? If you tell use case, I will explain.
For security reason?
Private IP address cannot be used to access this virtual machine from your laptop, because private IP address, especially, it is within your within same network. Okay, suppose you have a network. In the network, we have two subnets. Okay, public subnet and private subnet. Okay, in public subnet, private subnet, I have launched a few virtual machines. Okay, so now within the network, I can use private IP address, okay, to access a virtual machine.
Okay.
So in that case, I can I will not give any public IP address to my virtual machine. So if I give public IP address to my virtual machine, okay, that is exposed to outside world.
Yeah.
For the sake of security reasons, okay, we can avoid giving this public IP address. So there, how you can access your virtual machines, that is that we are going to discuss as a part of VNet, virtual networking.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Everything I will explain. Don't worry about it. But because if I tell all these concepts in single day, you will get confused. That is whatever that is required, that I am telling. Even I don't miss even single topic.
Okay, sir.
Whatever I mentioned in the brochure, in the course content, everything I will cover. But the thing is, if I tell everything in single class, you may get confused. It is early. It is very early to you. Even you are not able to understand anything. If I tell public IP address, private IP address here itself, people will get confused. Is it correct or not?
Yes, sir.
That is why, okay, whatever I am telling, okay, so that is required for our session. Definitely, I will deliver that.
Sir, one question is there.
Yes.
If we delete the Windows server itself, then no need to delete the resource group, because I have created Linux and Windows server both in the same resource group.
Yeah. So if you remove resource group, what happens? Okay. So whatever resources that are there in entire resource group will be deleted. But if you want, suppose in resource group we have Windows virtual machine and Linux virtual machine. If you want, if you want to keep Linux and if you want to remove Windows, only you can remove Windows server.
So there will be no charge for Windows server after deleting that.
Once you delete Windows server, there is no charge.
And one more thing is there is option as a stop. If I stop that Windows server and I'm not
no. If you even you stop, charges will be incurred, because if you stop, okay, can you stop hard disk?
No, the resource will be used for me.
Yeah, resource is utilized, right? Resource is reserved. Okay, the space is occupied in the data center. That is why even you stop the virtual machine, okay, only CPU can be stopped. Hard disk cannot be stopped. Is it correct or not?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
That is why, okay, so if you want to be free from charges, okay, and if you don't require virtual machine, better you remove and recreate it.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you guys. Tomorrow we meet again at the same time. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye bye.